From high atop the Alex Bones building, live from the Alex Bones studio.
Across over 350 radio stations on the Alex Bones radio network.
This is the #1 syndicated radio show in the world.
The Alex Bones Show.
It is the worldwide, world-famous Bone Show. It begins right now.
Just another day on the front line, forced to apologize. Here I am, but you better understand that I got a Batman, Amazon, and Iron Man, and Batman.
It is the Bone Show, 100 gazillion listeners. That's really 25 million listeners every single day.
Maybe I'm a misfit, maybe I'm a
Online at boneshow.com, the #1 syndicated radio show in the whole world. You can reach us on Bone Show. You can listen to all of our shows. You can do all that crap right there on our website. My name is Alex Bones. This here's our good buddy, Little Jimmy. Yeah! Maybe I'm a soldier. Jimmy, go ahead. Come on, let's start this show off. Right, kick me off with a video.
Will Smith is a twat.
Yeah, Rob Schneider. He's throwing shade at Will Smith.
Oh, Will Smith has been hiding the fact of who he really is, and it was exposed that night.
Oh, he's talking about when Will Smith smacked, what's that guy's name?
Chris Rock.
Yeah, when he smacked Chris Rock. Listen to my necklace. Anyway, he's talking about when Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. Remember that?
Yeah, that was on the Oscars.
Yeah, on the Oscars.
He's really an asshole. But I wasn't allowed to say anything at that time because we were part of the committee was supposed to punish him. Complete, utter fraud.
That comes from Rob Schneider, who hasn't been in a movie in, I don't know, 10, 12, 13, 14 years in the last time. But I know Rob Schneider, so I can't make fun of him. So, yeah, he doesn't like the Will Smith.
Yeah, I don't like the Will Smith anymore either.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like the Will Smith anymore because he did that. And he's like, you're a douche, go away.
Thank you, next.
I just went on the worst date I've ever had. Okay? I matched with this guy on Tinder.
It always starts with, I matched with a guy on Twitter. I put them both together, Twitter and Tinder is Twinder. No, I matched with a guy on Tinder. That's how these start off. Or I matched with a guy on Facebook dating. One of those, or Humble or Bumble or whatever the hell it's called.
He's 30 years old. Face card on 10. Okay, like brown hair, brown eyes, thick mustache. He's like 5'9". I'm 5'4", so I'm not really that picky with
so he's huge compared to you.
the height. But he's messaging me over text. Well, not text. I didn't give him my number, but we're DMing each other on Instagram.
So how does it go, Jimmy, from the Tinder to the Instagram?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess they find you on the Tinder, then they find you on the Instagram, and they find you there. I don't know.
And he says, like, let's meet in Waikiki and we can watch the sunset. I'm like, cool. Because, I live like about 10 minutes from there and he lived walking distance from there.
Yeah, and that's a cheap date. We'll watch the sunset and I can bang you on the beach.
So I meet up with him and then there's already some miscommunication. Like he was really pissing me off.
Already. They haven't even met and she's already pissed off at him.
Girls get that mad that fast.
Yes.
When he was messaging me and I'm like, where is the disconnect? Like I'm speaking in plain English and I know you speak English because you're talking to me English. Like he just wasn't getting what I was saying. So it was already off to a bad start.
Well, maybe you're not clear. Maybe you text bad. There are bad texters in the world. There are people that just can't do it. They just need to talk on the phone. Some people aren't good at it.
So I'm 6 minutes away from the parking lot that he told me to meet him at. And he sends me a message saying, can you come pick me up? Here's my address.
Yeah, my car's broken.
I said, no, actually, I cannot come pick you up because it's giving bum. Also, what do I look like picking the man up?
But you're already there. You're driving. Why can't you come pick me up? What's the big deal?
Well, if you know,
Oh my God, you're dating. You're going out on a date. Why has everything got to be so flippin' hard? The guy just said, come pick me up. Why can't you pick him up? It's a date.
anyway, so I was already like, whatever. He shows up. I'm already like in a bad mood. I almost just like blocked him and went home. But I was like, let me just give him a chance. Like, let me just give him a chance. That was my first mistake. So I get out of my car. He was giving me some sass. I get out of my car. I meet up with him. I'm like, hey, how's it going? Like, I'm being super nice, very friendly. And I'm asking him questions like one does when you're getting to know someone who you just met. And he's like, oh, I feel so interrogated. And I'm like, oh, my bad.
Yeah, that's a good word to use on the first date. I feel interrogated.
So then I stopped asking him questions, and then we walk in silence. And I'm like, why are you being so quiet? And he's like, oh, I'm waiting for you to ask me another question. All I did was ask him where he was from and if he had any siblings and like if his family has come to visit and like what
Yeah, same questions you ask every
he
guy.
does for work. And he was just like so offended that I was asking these
What do I do for work? What do you want to know?
questions. And I'm just
What,
like,
you stalking me?
like what?
You trying to get my sister's names? You can get all my passwords?
What are we doing if you don't want to answer any of my questions? And then mind you, as he was talking, I'm looking at his teeth because his pictures didn't have any teeth like smiling. So I'm like, as he's talking, I'm like looking at his mouth to see like, are your teeth crooked? Like, do you have braces? Are you like missing teeth? His teeth were straight, but they were brown. So that was already like strike 12.
It's 2025. Why do you have brown teeth?
What?
Go get that toothpaste.
What toothpaste?
Like the charcoal toothpaste or something. Brush your teeth. I mean, the toothpaste now, it just whitens your teeth within like 4 days. If you're 30 years old, you should have, been brushing your teeth with that crap.
Because personal hygiene is a must. And if you can't handle taking care of your teeth, like, and you're giving me attitude, and you want me to...
Oh, so you're already, okay, you're looking at its teeth and you're giving them gruff.
Honestly, it was doomed from the jump, but I'm an opportunist, so I wanted to see if like I was going to meet up with this guy and he was going to be super cool. But it was ultimately a waste of time. Fortunately, it only lasted 20 minutes before I was like, I'm going to go.
Okay, so you drop poor guy because his teeth are yellow and he wanted you to pick him up. These are the reasons why you broads are single. It's things like this. He could have been the greatest guy ever. You could have been married. You could have had kids. You know what? Just send them to the dentist and say, whiten your teeth. That's all you got to say. Whiten your teeth. You don't like it? Help him. Guys don't know. So tell him, whiten your teeth here. Let me buy you toothpaste. And then you get past this. And then you live a happy life with him ever and ever. Amen. Could have been the guy. Now you'll never know. So you're going to go out with 45,000 other guys that are assholes that stand you up and they all have brown teeth. And now you're just screwed.
Thank you. Next.
So am I the only one that does this at the grocery store when you are in line at checkout and I try to go to the manned checkout lines because I want to support that grocery store continuing to hire employees to do that job?
Yeah, because it's a pain in your ass to do it yourself. I mean, when I have a buggy full of groceries, it's hard to unload them, ring them up, bag them, and then every 5 seconds, the alarm goes off for some reason. Then somebody's got to come over. Then they got to put their card down, and then they got to type something in, and then they walk away. They don't even say anything to you. Yeah, just come over, beep, 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 beep. Okay, and then they walk away. And then 10 seconds later, the alarm goes off, the little light goes on, they have to come back, put the car. It's such a pain in the ass. So yes, I go through the lines with the people that are actually standing there, but lately they're so slow and they don't want to be there. It's just not worth it.
Yeah, everybody that works at the grocery store now is just like, I'd rather die than work here. But they continue to work there, so what are you gonna do?
I got an idea. Let's just not go grocery shopping anymore.
Well, how are you gonna eat?
Just go to McDonald's every day.
But I pre-sort all of my groceries as they're
Oh, you're one of them. Oh, God.
going on the belt, right? The store is already organized in sections like deli, bread, dairy.
Oh, God, you're a pain in the ass. You're a majorly pain in the ass because you want to bag the same way you bought. Oh, and then when you get home, it's got to have its own. Oh, I hate
dry
these
goods,
women.
frozen, etc. Right? So I do the same thing when I put it on the belt at checkout.
Yeah, but how's the lady checking you out supposed to know that?
Trying to help facilitate them bagging like items together and not mixing it haphazardly.
They can be bagged differently in the bags. It's just in the bag. Most of the food, or all the food, is in boxes and stuff. It doesn't matter if the boxes touch each other. It doesn't matter.
By putting
So your cereal touches your ham. What do you care?
canned goods in with my carefully picked peaches that were previously the only bag that wasn't already bruised.
Okay, but the peaches are in the bag. They're fine against the cans.
And
Do you think when the food comes in off the truck, they separate them like that? No, they just throw all that crap in the truck, and they take all the crap out, and they throw it on the ground. Then they pick it up, then they give it to you.
and now I get home and I have to deal with this haphazard bagging. I'm trying to make it very easy for them, and I'm always trying to be kind in the moment and ask them how their day is and help facilitate.
Oh, God, yeah, that's what you need to do. You need to talk to them more. You know why? Because I'm behind you. And I'm like, oh, God, now these two frauds are talking. Oh, God, shut up. Let's go. Come on, I gotta go. Now you're talking to her.
Particularly if they don't have somebody else bagging for them, I will often bag my own groceries. And I've already sent it down and organized it in nice little stacks for you. Why are you continuing to mix it up? Are you
Because you're busy talking to them.
messing with me? Am I the only one that does this or that
No,
tries
you're
to
not
do
the
this
only
at
one
least?
that does this, because I know somebody else in my wife, who does the same thing. That I don't even put the groceries on that little belt when she's with me, because she just gives me that look like, oh, you're doing it wrong. Because everything I do wrong. Everything I do. If I mow the lawn, I do it wrong. If I clean the garage, I do it wrong. So she's got to go back and redo it. So that's why I don't even bother with it. Oh, you women drive me nuts.
Thank you. Next.
There seems to be a lot of discussion regarding MRI safety lately, and that is because of an incident that happened at NASA Open MRI. So let's clear up some things before everyone starts to get confused.
So what is this story about?
Well, this story is great. A guy got sucked into an MRI machine on Long Island.
I got a lot of questions. What was the MRI machine like on the street?
No, it was actually in the MRI room, but it was on, and he was wearing a lot of jewelry or something, and it sucked him right in. Because the guys, I gotta talk like I'm on Long Island, okay? Yeah, I got a lot of jewelry on, so I walked past the thing, go beep beep beep, sucked me right in, because I got my chain on, and you forget about it, and it just sucked me right in.
Yeah, you lived on Long Island for a long time.
Yeah, and that's how they talk. And they wear these big chains. No wonder why they got sucked into the MRI machine. Stupid.
And twisting things. A lot of people are saying that it is the guy's fault for running in against warnings not to.
Yeah, you ran in the room with your big stupid chain on. What do you think's going to happen? I know. He just saw Final Destination, the last one, and he said, I forget about it. I'll be able to walk in there, and it'll be fine. Because I'll walk in there, and the machine, it won't do nothing.
However, most likely the liability is going to fall on the facility. There are many guidelines that the ACR and Joint Commission put out to prevent things like this.
It sucked him right
And
in.
if the facility did not adhere to those guidelines, then
The guy from Long Island heard, it's going to suck me in. Hell yeah, I'll go over there, because I like being sucked in. It's
they
good.
are going to have a
Forget
case
about
against. So this is what I call the Swiss cheese effect. There has to be a lot of holes before something like this can happen. Where does this start?
There's a big hole, and the MRI machine sucked you right in.
Well, someone has to order the MRI. That's the physician. And when a physician orders anything, whether it be medication or imaging, he or she has to know if that patient can tolerate it. If the patient is not capable to undergo an MRI, then they need to be sedated. That's number one. Number two,
Yeah, I hate being in those things.
What is it like?
It's like being in a casket, and you hear this machine go, ooh, and you're laying in the casket. It's freaky as hell. I just close my eyes, and I don't open my eyes for nothing, because if I opened my eyes, I would freak the hell out. So I just keep my eyes closed.
if they have any contraindications,
And you can't wear jewelry.
such as metallic implants, pacemaker, any
Yeah, can't
number-
have pacemakers,
There
can't
are
have none of
things-
that. The new ones you can. I think you can have pacemakers. I don't know. But you can't have like metal in your body, like Metallica or Megadeth. You can't have none of that in
on
your
the
body.
list, then obviously the physician should not be ordering an MRI. Once the MRI is ordered, the appointment has to be made. And there is a series of questions when that appointment is made. One of them is, can the patient hold a position for a certain amount of time? Are they claustrophobic? Now,
Are they over 400 pounds?
this wasn't
Yeah, what if they're really fat, like my big 300,000 pound life or whatever? Can the patients of the Doctor Now, can they go on the MRI?
Yeah, I don't think Dr. Now lets them go in the MRI. Dr. Now, can you?
What in the world is going on with you?
Okay.
So generally, claustrophobia is not as much of an issue. So now they go in for the MRI. There are 4 zones
You think it's funny?
that the ACR and Joint Commission recommend. Zone 1 is public. That's where the public can enter into the building. That's where they're greeted, usually by a receptionist.
Yeah, that's the front. That's when you walk in the door and they say, "What's your name and who you here to see?"
Or someone at the front desk. That's when they get checked in. The technologist should then bring the patient only back to zone 2.
Right, and take off your necklaces.
If there is going to be a family member accompanying that patient, that family member has to be approved prior to this.
Don't bring a family member back to the MRI. You'll be fine. You don't need mommy to hold your hand in the MRI.
And they have to be screened once they get back to zone 2.
But it's Long Island, so they don't really care.
If this family member was allowed back to zone 2,
Yeah, because they said, forget about it. Bring my mom back. Ma, come with me back to the MRI. Ma, come on.
knowing that that family member was not going to be in the actual room with the patient, that's problem number 1. They should have never went back into zone 2. And they had apparently a very large necklace around their
Yeah, like a Run DMC necklace.
You think it's funny?
So let's say anyway they
Yeah, like one of those big gold necklaces, like LL Cool J, and they went back to the
Made it to zone
MRI.
2.
What do you think was going to happen?
But that's
Go watch the new, what's that movie?
Final Destination.
Go watch the new Final Destination. You'll see what happens when you go into zone 2 or zone 3 or zone 4. The big spring goes into your head and sucks you into the machine.
another hole in the Swiss cheese effect. Now the patient is changing. This is where they get screened. Usually it's by the tech or an MRI safety officer. They get screened. They get changed into appropriate gear. Usually it's a robe or a gown. Sometimes it's scrubs. Sometimes it's paper scrubs. Whatever the
No scrubs.
case may be. It has to be MRI
I don't want no scrubs.
approved attire.
You think it's funny?
Now, this is the second problem. From zone 2 to 3, there has to be some sort of access, code access, badge access, where only people who are allowed to access that, clinical staff,
Yeah, but it's Long Island. I mean,
Or
Long Island, they
patient,
don't really care.
no family member should be allowed past
Ma, come on with me. Hold my hand.
zone 2. The reason I say this is because if a patient is not capable to undergo an MRI, they should have sedation. They shouldn't have a family member.
Oh, that's great. Should we get sedation the next time we do that?
I think you should get sedation when you do anything.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if I just walk into the waiting room, they should give me sedation.
Coming in with that
I like sedation.
screened patient, and if appropriate, which I don't think is really ever appropriate, the screened family member goes with the patient, with
Ma,
the person who has access from zone 2 to
can I bring my cousin Larry back there with me?
zone
He wants to see it.
3. There
He likes magnets.
has to be
and big white things.
a locked door, a code, or some
Come on, cousin Jerry, come back with
way
me. You're my
for
cousin.
them to get into zone 3, which is the area right before walking in the door to the MRI. The MRI should have a big sign on its door. Warning,
Yeah, not on Long
magnetic
Island.
field,
They don't
magnet
care.
in use, danger. There should be
Yeah.
a big sign
The medical people on Long Island,
on
they
that door.
don't care.
From what I understand, this family member heard their family member who was in the MRI screaming, and they ran in to help. Now, even though he may have been told not to enter, the facility
I heard my cousin yelling. I walked in there and
is
said,
going
hey,
to
forget
be
him.
at
I'll
fault
help you
if
get
they
out.
did not take precautions
on.
between zone 2 and zone 3.
Why would they let them do that?
Because I don't know.
If there was not a locked door, if there was not code access or badge access, there is going to be some liability there. There is no way that, first of all, that family member should have even been in zone 2. They should have stayed at the front, or
They should have stayed at home.
the public area where you first walk into the facility. They should have never been allowed back into Zone 2. I just wanted to clear up these things because it takes a lot of holes in this Swiss cheese for something like this to happen.
He got sucked right in the MRI machine. It's awesome.
You think it's funny?
Thank you. Next.
All right, y'all. So massive trigger warning on this one. The man behind me is Walter Lucian Lewis. He's from Sumner County, Tennessee, which, by the way, is where Sebastian Rogers from, and even the county name sounds familiar. Anyway,
I don't know who any of those people are.
Walter here has been indicted on some pretty horrific charges by a grand jury.
Look at him, Jimmy. Do you know this guy?
I've never seen this guy in my life.
He looks like every guy from Tennessee. He's got a hat on backwards, he's got a beard, and he's got a mullet. Every guy in
Authorities say that
Tennessee.
he is accused of continuous abuse of a child,
He's a douche.
counts of aggravated word that rhymes with grape of a child,
He's a douche.
5 counts of exploitation of a minor, especially aggravated exploitation,
Oh, if this guy goes to jail.
and
They don't treat guys that do this type of stuff in jail really good. I've seen The Wire. They really mean to people in the jail when they do stuff like this.
aggravated battery.
because they should.
The investigation into him started back in May.
It's like when you're a cop at a jail, you just kind of look away. I didn't see nothing. You know, I didn't even see down that way when that
According
happened.
to the sheriff's office, evidence points to Lewis having victimized multiple children.
He's a douche.
Now he's behind bars
Find this guy.
in Sumner County Jail. He's on a $500,000 bond.
That's it?
Yes, guys, he has the chance to bond out despite being a real threat to children and the community.
No, you just put him in jail.
Because, of course,
Put him in jail. They'll take care of it.
the Sumner County Sheriff's Office is urging anyone who knows him and suspects abuse to come forward. And for real, guys, don't brush this off. If something feels off, speak up. You could help protect a child.
Okay, if you see any guy in Tennessee with a beard and a mullet and a hat on backwards, turn him in. Okay, he's a bad guy. Ask him if he does bad things and then call the police. And just beat him over the head. Any guy with a mullet and a hat on backwards, take him in.
You think it's funny?